Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, the strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. And are we living in the corona apocalypse? Let us geek about that for a scant few minutes. Now, I make a light of the situation a little bit, but I know it's a very, very serious one that people should take seriously. On the one hand, on the other hand, I think people are getting a little bit crazy, a little bit overblown with their reactions and some of the drastic measures that they're taking. All you toilet paper hoarders, I'm looking at you. But the impact of this outbreak, this pandemic is certainly real, certainly palpable. I mean, we've had all sports just shut down, and now the latest that I had seen was Mulan. The release date for that movie is moving. The release date for New Mutants is being delayed again, which I don't know why they just don't put that on Disney Plus and get it over with. It's been delayed so many times. It's for so many reasons, and the reshoots, which apparently never happened, and so many other things. It just, I don't know why they just won't let New Mutants die. It's just going to be just a terrible movie. Anyway, but then you see in recent days that production on Falcon and Winter Soldier was suspended. I saw where the production on Shang-Chi, that film, which I'm really looking forward to, really looking forward to that. Seeing some of the fight scenes and stuff that you see with Captain America, Winter Soldier, and then in Black Widow, at least in the trailer, and I'm anticipating great things from the fight scenes in the movie. I'm really anxious to see what they can do with Shang-Chi, because that should be the best fights out there of any Marvel movie. But production on that was halted because I believe the director was getting tested for the coronavirus. You have Arrowverse shows where Riverdale shut down production, which I don't watch that show, but I saw where he shut down production. Flash halted production in Vancouver over this sort of thing. You have many, many shows, networks who are doing shows that usually have audiences. They're doing them without audiences. They're canceling rap parties. They're having writers work from remote for their writer rooms. They're doing all these measures for the social distancing thing, which they're encouraging everybody to do, and they should. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, what's the big deal? It's just like the flu, and the flu kills people too, and this and that. And it's just, largely, all of us out there are fairly healthy. But certainly people that we know in our lives that we love and care about aren't. My mother's 68. She's had some health issues over the past couple of years. So of course I'm worried about her. Thankfully she's staying at home. But it's you gotta just think a little bit outside yourself and think about other people that could be affected. You might be fine, but you may be carrying something that could affect that next person. And you gotta kind of wonder, because, God willing and the creek don't rise, the old people that are threatened by this thing right now, 30, 40 years from now, we're gonna be those old people threatened by whatever it is going on. And you gotta kind of hope that the population, the younger population at that point, will care enough about other people like us to take the same steps, to distance themselves, to isolate themselves, to quarantine themselves, if need be, to keep the spread of whatever outbreak is going on at that point, because there will be one. I mean, stats have shown, we've gone through many, many over the years, and we'll keep going through them. It's gonna happen. So it's it will be interesting to see the effect on entertainment, on sports, once things get up and running. When will they get up and running? I mean, all this stuff is shutting down, halting and suspending and this and that right now. And it's how long is it gonna be? Could it be tomorrow? Could it be the next day? Could it be a month from now when things are set right? Could it be 2 months from now? Even when things are set right. I'm supposed to be, as of now, on a wrestling show, part of a wrestling card in Fort Smith, Arkansas, that's gonna launch Mighty Era Pro Wrestling, a new company that's gonna jump out there and try to make try to get our footing amongst the other glutton of indie shows. I think we have a good product and a good roster that will separate ourselves from the others. But the owner posted in the planning group now that he's having meetings with some sponsors in the city and this and that to kind of wonder, is this show even going to go on? Now, some of us don't think that this thing will be a thing by July when the show is supposed to go on, but will the recovery still be a thing? That's, what you got to think about. And it's with entertainment, moving these release dates down and around, stuff like that, the effect it's going to have on movie theaters, and so many just jobs, careers, industries just hang in the balance across the board. It's crazy what's going on out there. So I trust and I hope that folks are out there safe and doing steps to take care of themselves, take care of their fellow man, so that we can enjoy things like sports, that we can enjoy things like entertainment, movies, TV, audio dramas if you're into that, books, magazines, comic books. Like, all this stuff is affected by what's going on, and I just want, we all want things to get right and our way of life to be restored, to continue as it was, uninterrupted. Doesn't happen like that, clearly, but hopefully things will get right soon, and it'll be interesting to see if further productions are put off. I think the next Spider-Man movie was supposed to start filming sometime this summer. Will that get put off? Things like that. Production start dates get put off, release dates get put off, and that messes with the whole industry. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how things go. Again, hopefully, fingers crossed, God willing, creek don't rise, all that stuff. Sacrifice a few woodland creatures to whatever deity you worship to maybe do something about it, and maybe things will turn around and we'll be back to normal, lickety-split. Who knows? We'll see. But those are some of my scattered thoughts on things going around now. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Social media is there. Let us geek, once we can actually get back to it.